Hello and welcome to the 2022 Santa Claus Parade in beautiful downtown Port Perry. The weather's holding. It's a little bit windy, but there is no rain in sight. Today's parade is presented by the Scugog Chamber of Commerce, the Township of Scugog, the Port Perry Lions Club, and RogersTV. Scugog is situated on treaty land that is steeped in rich indigenous history. Today we acknowledge that we're gathering on the traditional territories of the Mississaugas of Scugog Island First Nation. We recognize and deeply appreciate the historic indigenous connection to this land, and we recognize the contributions First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people have made, both in shaping and strengthening this community in particular, our province, and our country as a whole. We are grateful for the opportunity to meet here, and we thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Before we welcome my co-host today, Jillian Howsam, we've got a special treat. We've got a guest who came all the way from the North Pole. He made time from his busy schedule just to say hello. Please welcome Santa Claus. Santa, how are you?
We're doing great, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm good. So what's going on at the North Pole? I guess you're busy.
The elves are busy.
I can imagine.
About 400 or 500 of them down there working away.
You're ready for the parade today. Of course, Rudolph and all the reindeers are getting organized.
We're actually not going to be up on the float today.
You're not.
It's just a little too windy.
It is windy, that's for sure.
Yeah, and for safety's sake, they want me to stay down low.
Absolutely, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Rudolph doesn't care, but
right.
Mrs. Claus does. So
what I can never figure out, Santa, is there's so many toys and so many boys and girls out there. How do you keep them all straight? Do you have like a computer system or?
I have staff.
Good for you.
I'm getting better. I'm delegating a little more now.
Well, you've been doing this for quite a while, right? A few hundred years. Yeah. So I do know that you have a naughty list and you have a nice list. And I wonder if you could just share with me which one I'm on.
You've made it to the good boy list.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful because last year was an issue. And I've got 2 weeks that I've got to stay good, right?
You got to stay good, and I'm watching you.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Santa. Thank you so much for being here. I know you're very busy. I'll let you get back to looking after reindeers and getting this parade underway.
Jonathan,
see you shortly.
You have a wonderful time. We're going to rock and roll all the way down the street.
That's right. Do you have a message for the boys and girls out there?
You come on down and have fun.
Excellent.
Dress warm.
Absolutely. All right.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Santa. That was wonderful. I'm so excited about Christmas and this parade. We've got another special guest who's joining us today, the brand new mayor of Scugog Township. Please welcome Her Worship, Wilma Watton. Mayor Watton, come on out. How are you?
I'm terrific, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm good. It's a chilly day today, isn't it?
It is. I hope the wind dies down just a little bit.
So you're a brand new mayor. Are you excited about the job?
I'm very excited about the job.
It's going to be great.
I think so.
I know you're not new to politics, but this is like you're not in charge. You're the top dog now, as it were, right?
So they tell me, but I'm really going to count a lot on my council.
And you're going to be, speaking of council, you're going to be walking into parade with them today?
They are all supposed to be in attendance, yes.
Excellent. So you can wave to us when you go by?
I'll wave.
And do you have a Christmas message for the people of Scugog?
Yes. May joy fill your homes, happiness fill your hearts, and love and laughter fill your holiday season.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much, and a very Merry Christmas to you.
And to you, Jonathan. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mayor Watton. Appreciate you very much taking time from your busy schedule to be here, and especially because you're into parade. Our next guest today is Kristen Meyer-Creamer, one of the organizers of the parade. Come on out, Kristen.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited about this parade. So it's going to be quite big this year, right?
Yes.
Bigger than we've had in
the biggest parade I think we've had so far.
Wow.
We're full at the fairgrounds now.
So how many floats do you think there are roughly?
We have about 55 entries this year, and
mackerel.
that includes floats and walkers and all kinds of fun stuff to see.
And I understand the theme this year is Rockin' Christmas.
That's right. We have lots of musical floats this year.
Oh, wonderful. Now, you've been organizing this for, when did you start? Like a couple of weeks ago, a month ago?
Oh, yeah. No, we started in February of this year,
really?
So it takes quite a long time to plan. There's many, many moving parts that have to be sorted out.
So tomorrow you get to rest, and then Monday you're starting planning next year's float.
That's right.
Parade.
That's right. We're going to talk about our next year's theme soon.
Excellent. Well, we'll look forward to hearing about that.
All right.
And now, are you in the parade as well?
I'm not. I'm the one who stays back at the fairgrounds and waits for everyone to come back and keeps an eye on things. That's my job. But
excellent.
I hear it's great down here.
Well, we're looking forward to it. And thank you so much for everything that you did to make it work.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. You take care. Now, the theme for this year's parade is Rockin' Christmas. So who better to kick it off than the king of rock and roll himself? Please welcome Mr. Elvis Presley. Elvis, come on out here. This is where you say, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's wonderful. Now, I know your name is Jackson Begley, but you're okay if I call you Elvis today?
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Wonderful. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since I was 3.
Really? That's amazing. So there's a whole tribute group out there for any age, really, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And do you look after it? Do you do Elvis from the whole Elvis life, or just the 50s, or how does that work?
I specialize mostly in the 50s and early 60s, which is why I got the gold lame on.
Wonderful. Yeah, you look great. It looks awesome. I wish I had your hair. Now, do you think it would be out of line if I just asked you to do a couple of lines of Blue Christmas?
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue, just thinking about you.
That's amazing. Thank you so
Thank you
much. Do you want to do a duet together sometime? Just kidding. Just kidding. Listen, we'll look forward to seeing you in the parade. Thank you so much for doing this. And let's big hand for rock and roll.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Take care. Thank you so much, Jackson, or should I say Elvis. And now it's time to meet my co-host. Please welcome Jillian Howsam. Jillian, come on out. So good to see you today.
Oh, so great to see you,
This
Jonathan.
is going to be a great parade, isn't it?
Amazing parade. Oh.
Now, you've been instrumental, obviously, in putting this together, but you've been doing this for quite a while, right?
Oh, yes. I started back when I was 13 being crowd control.
My gosh, so that's only 2 years ago.
Oh, sure. Yes, absolutely.
What can we expect in today's parade?
Oh, it is going to be rockin'.
Really?
Oh, my goodness. You should see the floats. The creativity that they have up there. Oh, I can hardly wait for us to see.
Well, the theme is Rockin' Christmas, right?
Yes, it is.
And we just spoke with Elvis, so we
Yep.
know all about the theme now and all about Christmas.
Oh, yes.
This is going to be great.
Oh, it's going to be great.
I think the parade is starting. Durham's finest, of course, leading it as they always do. Boy, that wind certainly is cold today, isn't it?
It is very chilly.
But you know, there's so many people out in the streets, you wouldn't know that it was a chilly day.
Nope, they've been waiting a long time for this parade, so I'm so glad it's here.
And there's our town crier, Mr. Bill McKee.
Oh, hello, Bill.
Always leave it to Bill to say a few words for us. He has a fantastic voice when it comes to town crying. I recently saw him at the inauguration ceremonies for the township. He was doing the crying in there, yeah. Bill has won a lot of awards. Did you know that?
I did know that. He is famous, for sure. We're very fortunate to have him in our parade.
His brother is also a town crier. I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
There's the official banner launching the parade. Now, what does he have on his back? A guitar case?
It looks like a guitar for the rock and roll. He's rock and rolling. Yeah, rockin' Christmas.
Here come the firefighters, and they've got their boots out to collect money along the way. Isn't that wonderful? Such a good cause.
Such a great cause.
Oh, and look, it's Sparky the dog in the fire truck.
Sparky! Merry Christmas, Sparky.
Merry Christmas, Sparky.
He looks very excited to be in this parade.
He does, absolutely. I would be too if I had that chance. So we have a lot of fire tricks. What do we have this year? 2, 3? There's another one coming up. So they collect the money, and I believe it's for muscular dystrophy, if I'm not mistaken, the money that they collect along the way. That's excellent.
Such a great cause.
That's awesome.
Merry Christmas.
Those fire trucks are just amazing.
Yeah, so clean. Very clean. Oh, here's our counselors.
Oh, yes, it's our town council, and a lot of them are new. We have our mayor, of course, Wilma Watton. We've got Ward 1 is David Leroy. We've got Ward 2. We've got Janet Guido. Ian McDougall is our regional counselor. We got Robert Rock for Ward 3, Harold Wright for Ward 4, and Terry Coyne for Ward 5.
What a great group of people. Oh, I just love that old-fashioned Christmas, or the old-fashioned fire truck.
Oh, we've got some really interesting characters coming up here. It's the Grinch. Look at that.
Oh, look at the Grinch.
And that's Carrie Ann Large at the beginning. Carrie Ann is the executive director for the Scugog Chamber of Commerce. And she's having a little conversation with the Grinch.
Oh, he's doing a funny face at us, and he has his Christmas sweater on. He's in the spirit, for sure.
Speaking of spirit, the theme is Rockin' Christmas, and who better to lead it off than Elvis himself, right here.
Ooh, Elvis!
Woo. We had a chance to meet with him earlier. and had a good conversation.
What an incredible voice.
It is. And there's Todd McCarthy, our MPP. Todd's also a new MPP who's just started last summer, doing a great job. Glad to see he's been able to make it to our parade today. I don't know if you knew, Jill, Todd is actually an established lawyer in Durham, and he worked as a deputy judge for many, many years.
I did not know
yeah.
that. Oh, that's...
And here's the Township of Scugog. Now, my notes say it's a Zamboni, but I have seen the odd Zamboni. This does not look like a Zamboni to me.
That doesn't look like a Zamboni.
Is that a wood chipper?
It looks like that. Oh, look at that tractor.
That is an amazing float.
What a great display that is.
Now, who are those people, Jill?
There's Shauna Cornish, and
okay.
I'm not too
there's
sure.
the Zamboni. I knew they'd bring it out eventually.
Oh, look at that.
That's the Township of Scugog, the Zamboni being pulled by a group of people who work for the township, including Shauna Cornish, who's the manager of recreation and culture.
That is a rockin' rink for sure.
It is. It is. I've always wanted to drive a Zamboni.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have.
Oh.
I have enough trouble driving
I think we
my
would
car,
have to get away. I would want to get it away for that one, for sure.
So this is the Port Perry Dance Academy. Now, you know, they've been going for 22 years.
Really?
It's the largest dance school in the region, and they offer classes for people as young as 18 months. Isn't that amazing?
Oh,
Did you ever take dance?
I did not take dance, no.
I did for a while,
no.
but the tutu just wasn't
really?
me.
Oh, boy. I would love to see a picture of that. Look at the jukebox.
I know, it's amazing.
Oh, that's
look at all the little
incredible.
kids. Aren't they cute?
Oh, they're all little elves.
Oh, look, there's Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Oh, yes, look at that.
Oh, this is the Kiwi and Bo's Wonder Emporium. This is a fantastic place. It's run by Micheline Robichaud. It's a fantastic place to shop for all toy lovers in your life. They have lots of affordable and unique items at any price point.
It's a great place to go.
It is. It's an adventure. Every time you walk into the store, you can look around. They're on Water Street, right?
Yeah, they're on Water Street. You never go empty-handed. They have an incredible amount of toys for sure. Oh, they did a great job with that display.
They did.
Oh, I'm rocking on this.
You are.
Woo!
Can we get a picture of Jill dancing here? No. This is Ian Parliament, if I believe, right?
Yeah, this is Ian Parliament.
Ian has been doing this for a long, long time. I took piano lessons from him back in the, in the early 90s.
Oh!
Yeah, it's amazing.
What a great voice. Wow.
Awesome voice.
It's so good to see the young ones getting involved in the music.
It certainly is.
Oh, look at the Frosties dancing there.
So this is Baker Home Solutions, simply organized. It's Sandra Wind runs this show. They look after helping you move. They do home improvements. They do repairs. They also get rid of old stuff that you don't want around anymore.
Really?
That's what they do. Absolutely. It's called Simply Organized Baker's Home Solutions. What a fantastic float.
Oh, look at those costumes. My goodness. Oh, those rocking chairs. That'd be nice to have a little rocking chair.
Oh, look at the puppies. These are the Port Perry Walk for Dog Guides, which is a fantastic organization. They raise money to help people in need to receive service dogs.
Oh.
And these service dogs, they're for people who have Alzheimer's, people who have diabetes, and so forth. I was chatting with a lady, and she has a service dog who alerts her if her blood sugar goes down. The dog can sense it, absolutely.
Really?
And then the dog pushes a button, dials 911. It's unbelievable how it works.
They're very talented.
That's right. And I see Scott Riley from Pet Value carrying the flag right in the middle of the parade there.
Oh, look at that dog with all the lights on him. Wow, that's quite the display for sure.
Next, we have the Port Perry Agricultural Society. Of course, these are the folks who run the Port Perry Fall Fair. And I'll tell you, Jill, that fair started in 1853. That was the very first fair that we had.
Wow.
Which means next year is the 170th anniversary of...
170th?
170. That's
Wow.
right.
Oh, I'd love to see some of those pictures with that. Oh, what a great... Look at how good they did that float. Oh, they did such a great job on that.
They certainly did.
Look at even the tires, the wheels.
Yeah. So far, every float has been fantastic.
Yeah. They've done a great job. Oh.
So this is Dallas Contracting. They're out of Owenville, and they provide concrete cutting, asphalt cutting, core drilling, and wall sawing, that sort of stuff.
Oh, Elvis impersonator
Another
there
Elvis.
too. Oh, wow. Boom, boom.
They're rocking on top of those horses, aren't they?
They sure are. Everyone's definitely getting into the spirit.
Okay, this is Freedom Canoe and Kayak. It's another great float. Look at all the lights and the big kayak on top of the lead truck there.
Is that a penguin? A penguin on the top of that?
It looks like a penguin.
Yeah.
These folks do high-quality canoes, kayaks, and stand-up paddle boards. Have you ever done paddle boarding?
I have never done paddleboarding.
I haven't either. No, water scares me.
I do want to try it.
Absolutely. And here we have the Port Perry Army Cadets. They're one of 450 cadet corps across Canada, and they started in 1898. It's hard to believe, too.
Smokes. Wow.
Yeah, they have about 40 members, and they do a lot for the community. They're always involved in anything that's going on.
Yeah, we were very lucky to get them in our parade, that's for sure.
Now, Geranium Homes. They're, of course, the people who are doing the Courts of Canterbury, that adult lifestyle community in Port Perry. And I guess that's a house on the back. Looks like it's in a snow globe or something. Am I missing that, or is that...
Yeah.
It certainly is beautifully dressed, isn't it?
I love that light show. That is gorgeous. I love all the candy canes around that house.
Oh, this is Calsemrit Martial Arts, Durham's regional premier martial arts and athletic training facility. They've been in business for about 12 years and do a variety of programs for the entire family.
Look at that. Look at the monkey on the back.
Isn't that funny? That is so cute. Look at all those kids.
Boxing.
They're located in the Port Perry Plaza across from the Independent Grocer.
Yes, they are. Yep. I know a lot of people that go there and love it.
I took martial arts a long time ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I got a black belt in something or other, Kung Fu. When I was young. I do. It was amazing.
Let me see those moves.
And this is TKT Detailing Services. They offer a really neat service where they put a ceramic coat over top of the paint on your car, and it protects your vehicle from all kinds of scratches and wear and tear and so forth. They do all sorts of detailing for your car.
I think I need that. Oh.
And here we go, it's Erwin Smith. Erwin has been in this parade for as long as I can remember. One of the best voices going.
Oh, I love his voice. Man, oh man. We could never not have a parade with Erwin.
I've offered to sing with him a few times, but for some reason he's always
Did he take you up on that?
No, he's always turned that down. There's a couple of trucks here. Uxbridge Scugog Animal Control.
Oh.
That was a Scugog Uxbridge Animal Shelter, which is a bunch of people who are concerned about the pets in the area. So it's a charitable organization. They were created to address the poor conditions of current shelters and try and upgrade them.
Oh, they're a great organization, that's for sure.
They certainly are. This is the Good Shepherd Catholic School. Look at all those kids all bundled up in there. Isn't that
They
cute?
do. They look so sweet.
They do. They celebrate the diversity within our community with a collaborative approach to learning.
Aw, Merry Christmas.
And next we have Big Brothers and Big Sisters, which is followed by Bell Canada.
Look at the lighting on that float. You won't miss them, that's for sure.
Santa's helpers are in there, and they're happy to take a break from working at the North Pole. But thanks to Bell, they can still keep in touch with their home, just in case Santa needs them.
Aww. They look so happy on that float. Hi, Margie!
And here we go, KX96, Durham Radio. And of course, it's KX96, it's the Rock 94.9, CKDO, and Durham Classic Hits at 107.7. That snowman looks like he's having a lot of fun there.
Yeah, he's rocking out that window for sure.
And I believe this is Hope Church. And Hope Church is part of the Christian Reformed Church organization in North America, which has nearly 1,000 churches. It's all about giving on a worldwide scale. They do a lot for the community.
They must have put a lot of time into that float. That looks
Isn't
unbelievable.
that beautiful?
Holy
Wow.
smokes.
And this is the Scugog Nature School, which provides outdoor inquiry-based learning to children from ages 1 to 13. Children expand their understanding of the earth while applying concepts from science, art, math, language, and physical education. What a great group.
That is a great group.
And this is Silver Bower Landworks. These folks cater to developers, property owners, contractors, farmers, anyone like that. They've got lots of equipment, knowledge, and experience to get your projects done right. They service the entire region. Sorry?
I wonder if the wind blew the tree over.
It looks like, well, maybe that or the graders lifting it out of the ground.
It could be.
Boy, that's a big piece of machinery, isn't it?
It sure is.
This is Kids Yoga and Eco Explorers. That's a great looking float. It's a program designed to promote outdoor exploration and play, all with child-led learning and planned topics and activities. You can visit them on Facebook. They do a lot for the community.
They sure do. Look at how excited those kids are on that float.
Absolutely. There's this Century Home and Garden Greenhouses. It's a family-run business. They do a lot of wonderful things any time of the year. I believe they're open from spring right through to winter. They specialize in hanging baskets and planters, but they have a big variety of annuals, perennials, shrubs, and so forth. They're on Highway 7A, just west of the Smart Center.
Oh, I love the creativity on that float. That's beautiful.
You got to appreciate how much work goes into putting these floats together, right?
It is a lot of time.
It's a
lot
of
of
work.
time and effort, that's for sure.
But it's all worth it, though. The people along the street just look like they're having a fantastic time.
They sure do.
Some of the stores are offering hot chocolate, and some tasty
Cider.
treats. Cider, of course. Everybody seems to be having a great time. Nobody's noticing how cold it is.
Nope, that's right.
So these are property guys. And look at the little house. Isn't that cute?
I love those tiny houses.
They offer full-service approach to everything from the traditional real estate experience at a fraction of the price.
It looks like Santa. Is that Santa in there? Santa sold his house.
That's a summer house. He's hopefully he still has the place in the North Pole. He was saying earlier, when we talked with him earlier, he's got like 300 or 400 elves working day and night up there.
They sure do. Oh,
They're
yeah.
just busting their...
I can hardly wait to see my present.
This is the North Durham Concert Band. And they were founded in 1998 to celebrate the coming of the new millennium. Their goal is to celebrate music and encourage participation in communities. The members range from teenagers to senior citizens, and new players to professionals. They're really great.
Oh, they're wonderful. Especially on these cold days. This must be a real challenge for them, you know? So we're very grateful that they're here.
Hey, this is Tara Mappin. She's maintenance and painting. She's been doing it for 18 years in residential and commercial.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of noise happening up there. So Tara actually has done a lot of work at the Great Blue Heron Casino.
Oh, really?
She's also a certified stager from Seneca College.
Good for her. Aw, Merry Christmas.
Next we have Woodland Mills. Oh, they're driving their John Deere tractor. Woodland Mills does,
boy.
they sell portable sawmills, they sell sawmill trailers, wood chippers, stump grinders, all of that kind of stuff. They're up on the 6th line in Port Perry.
Oh, look at their float. Wow, this is beautiful. Those like candy cane lights. That's perfect.
Wow, that is a long procession they have. They've got dogs, they've got people walking.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little piano on the side of the float. And trees and all sorts of woodland things.
That looks so amazing. Oh, it's the piano.
Yes. I believe this is the Knights of Columbus. Well, let's listen to that beautiful music. The Knights of Columbus are a service and charity organization. They were founded to meet the needs of immigrants, refugees, and families suffering from the death of the breadwinners in the family. They started in 1882.
1882.
That's right. Now it's a worldwide organization.
Oh, they sound wonderful. Oh, look at the town trolley.
The Town Trolley. Now, the Town Trolley tours, I didn't realize this, but they're all over the place. They're Durham, York, Toronto, Greater Toronto Area, Peterborough to Kawarthas. And you can rent these trolleys and drive all over the place with them.
I would love to go on that trolley. That is so cool.
Wouldn't that be great?
And the Port Perry Villa, they're riding in there.
And here we have BAM Electrical Contractors. These folks are very, very large in the electrical business. They do residential, commercial, they'll do the pools and hot tubs. They'll upgrade you if you need to, and they also do vehicle chargers, electric vehicle chargers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which I guess is a new thing that's becoming more and more in demand.
That's good to know.
And here we have the Port Perry Scouts Group, the first Port Perry Scouts Group, which of course serve Port Perry and the surrounding area. That is a long float.
Wow.
Scouting is open to both males and females with programs for ages 5 to 26. It's been around for more than 100 years, Scouting. I was a Boy Scout once.
Were you?
I was, yep.
Oh, Jonathan, that's awesome.
Absolutely. There has been more than 17 million Canadian youths in Scouting.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I still have some of the badges actually at home from when I was a Scout.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
This is Grandview Kids. And Grandview is a really, really worthwhile organization. Their vision is for every child and youth living life at their full potential. Their mission is to provide family-centered pediatric and rehabilitation services for children and youths with physical, communication, and developmental needs.
Wow, look at that float. They were playing on like the wood band. That was like a really cool little display.
And here we have the Sandwich Shack. Now, this is a new restaurant that just opened in Port Perry. Look at those Christmas trees walking. That's amazing.
Yeah, they're boogieing away for sure.
They serve delicious sandwiches, poutines, and lots of sides. They're on Scugog Street next to the Petrocan station.
Sounds delicious.
It was. We were there for dinner not a couple of days ago.
Oh,
very, very
nice.
tasty. And this is CRB Rental and Repair. They're a Canadian certified rental building program. They provide Canadian rental housing consumers with quality assurance alternatives that they can count on when selecting their rental apartment home.
That's quite the machinery.
It is. It's another worthwhile organization. Oh, here they come, the Kawartha Cavaliers. These folks are fantastic.
Oh,
They're based out of Lindsay. Shall we listen to them?
We shall.
Just fantastic. Nothing like a good band in a parade, is it?
Oh, that's for sure.
Do you play any musical instruments?
No.
You don't, no?
No. I wish I did. I'm very jealous for those that can't do it.
And the people who play well make it look so easy, like it's just simple. I know. And I believe this is McMurtry Law, Paula McMurtry and her group. They're dedicated to providing practical, straightforward advice. They are there to help and will provide you with attentive knowledge and efficient service to ensure you're well informed through every step of a legal process.
Oh, look at those bears dressed up
as
Elvis.
Oh, here comes the Grinch again.
Oh,
my goodness.
Boy.
Oh, he's getting too close.
Oh.
He's coming closer. Hey, Mr. Grinch. Oh, he's stealing the mailbox from the boys and girls.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Here he comes. Oh, boy.
Oh, and look, he's got Chamberlain with him. This puppy.
Chamberlain.
And there's Canada Post. The people who make all of our mail deliveries happen on time. It's a great service. And don't forget your letters to Santa this year. You want to send them to the Santa Claus in care of the North Pole with the postal code HOHOHO. Oh, I hear a noise. I hear that sound.
I hear him.
I think it's time, Jillian. I think the big guy's coming, the big elf himself.
This is what we've all been waiting for.
All right, so here's Brian's Towing, who normally pulls Santa's sleigh down Queen Street. But this year, because of the wind, they had to change the sleigh around. And Dave Bell, who is the audio engineer for the parade and for many other things, was graciously offered to look after helping Santa come down the street. And here he comes.
Here he comes.
Here's Santa.
Oh.
Hey, Santa, Here we are. Whoa. I've been a good boy.
Look at how well his float lights up.
Merry Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas, Santa.
Oh, look, he saw me. That's wonderful. It's so nice how they can just make things work no matter what the situation is. Eh?
We always do try.
And here we have Durham's finest at the end of the parade, making sure everybody stays safe. Well, Jill, that was just a fantastic parade, wasn't it?
That was fantastic.
Bigger than any I've seen in a long time.
That was really amazing.
And congratulations to you and your team for pulling it together. I know you were very instrumental in making the whole thing work, and you did a great job. It certainly showed. One of the best parades we've seen.
Thank you, Jonathan.
No, thank
you so much for doing this for us.
Oh, no, it's fun. Looking forward to doing it again next year.
Absolutely.
And that's the end of our 2022 Scugog Santa Claus Parade in beautiful downtown Port Perry. Today's parade was presented by the Scugog Chamber of Commerce, the Port Perry Lions Club, the Township of Scugog, and RogersTV. It's been a fantastic day. Hasn't it been just a great parade?
It was an amazing parade.
Absolutely. And on behalf of everyone involved, including the Scugog Chamber of Commerce, we would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas.